You're on 720 ABC Perth. It's 17 past 7. I'm going to bring in Dr Neryl East, who's a credibility expert. Now, she says the actions of CEOs, like Elon Musk, can have a big impact on sales. Good morning.
Good morning, Mark.
I want to get some other examples from you in a moment, but talk to me about Elon Musk. Now, we know what a controversial figure he is, now firmly entrenched in US politics, appointed by Donald Trump to run a newly created Department of Government Efficiency. How much of an impact do you see that having?
Well, it was really interesting just hearing from the industry expert now. Clearly, there are some industry factors at play, but you've got to think such a dramatic drop in sales, but also coupled with the share market action or inaction as well. I mean, Tesla ended the last couple of days at its lowest share price since election day. So it's not just purchasing, it's also what's happening on the share market. So, I can't give you a percentage to say, well, X percent is because of the CEO, but I reckon it's a pretty big slab of the whole equation.
Well, you've looked at this locally as well, haven't you? So give me some other examples in Australia where you think sometimes the actions of CEOs do have an impact.
It's interesting because, back in the past, half the time we wouldn't even know who the CEO of a big brand was. They could keep a low profile. These days, that's different. So we've seen people like the former CEO of Woolworths and the negative publicity last year when he walked out of that ABC interview, and a few other things happened. Now, interestingly, Woolworths and Coles have slumped in Roy Morgan research to the least trusted brands in Australia, where around the pandemic they were right up at the top. Again, there were industry factors, there are other things, but that didn't help. And then you've also seen Optus with their former CEO going early, stepping down after the big problems Optus had. Once there's a perceived pattern of behaviour when a CEO has a profile, I think it becomes really hard for people to see the difference between that person and their behaviour and the brand that sits behind them. So a great CEO can be positive, but they can also be a liability if things don't go so well.
Of course. Look, you're speaking to a credibility expert here, Dr Neryl East. Just to have a listen to this then on the text line about Elon Musk. People don't want to buy something that will benefit Elon Musk because of his politics and behaviour, says Moira. We've got Musk is the biggest factor from Liz. Elon Musk will not get 1 cent from me if I can help it, just on principle, says Robin. There's someone saying I've seen Facebook posts with people selling their Teslas, refusing to put $1 in Elon Musk's pocket. Another one, loads of US Tesla owners are placing anti-Musk stickers on their Teslas. The list goes on and on and on here.
There's a lot of passion, and he's very polarising. And the thing about that, the people who hate him are not going to buy his products. The people who are on the fence, they're the biggest danger, because when people sense polarisation, they stick with what's safe. So they're not going to make a buying choice that's a little bit out of the ordinary for them. They're going to go with something else. So those ambivalent people are the ones who are really going to be saying, no, I don't want to go anywhere near this man because of his behaviour. The brand is absolutely synonymous with what he's doing.
That's very interesting to think about. Thank you very much for your time. Dr Neryl East there, a credibility expert.